I realize that there are literally thousands of 15-year-olds out there who are planning to come to the auditions, and I figure, okay, they got 3 years to get ready. What do you need us to be telling them?
There's a lot of things. They have to really keep in mind it is a television show about dance. It's not a dance show about dance. It's a television show about dance. So they want interesting personalities. So don't be shy. Don't be so professional that we don't get to see who you are
or
as
don't
well.
be fake. So many people try to come in with
some
kind of character or some kind of this, and I want to be this, and I'm going to be this because they need this character. When you're yourself, we know what the character actually is, and we look for those characters. And the second thing is, there is the dance aspect. Of course, the show is about dance, but what we really need is performers. And that goes for everything. It goes for somewhere in the world of dance, we started thinking about steps way too much. Technique, steps, technique, steps. You can do all the technique and steps you want. The regular public doesn't know. All they know is how you perform and what you tell them and what you make them feel. And when you make somebody feel something, it is undeniable. There's a life to dance that has to happen. And it was seen years ago with Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers. I mean, the life and the feeling they had on a performance. When you watch them and you see them and you start to sway with them and you start to move with them. And we miss that sometimes, and that's what needs to happen with dance again.
And most of the dancers now need to focus in class on pulling that person out, because class is practice. They should go to class, and when we teach class, if we do have a combination that has that, whatever the story is or the motivation, we really encourage them to say, okay, listen, if we were in a rehearsal, you would have time to master that step. So I'm not going to judge you on how perfect you are on your steps. What I'm really looking for is just commitment to feeling something. Don't feel what I have to tell you to feel. Just feel something. And it's surprising that it's tough for them. It's tough for them to go there because they're not used to thinking that way.
I love this. And let's talk to the teachers. That teachers could be doing exactly what we're talking about.
You're very right. And I think that's what happens is so many teachers now, and not just teachers, dancers, aspire to backup dance for Justin Timberlake. I want to be a backup dancer. Why would you want to be a backup dancer when you can be the actual star? Let's show the world that we're stars. Let's perform like stars. Let's perform. And it happens all the time with what we see is we see these amazing class takers, and then we say, hey, you should come and work for us. And then when we hire them, we find out they don't actually perform.
Isn't the same.
If there's a camera there and you tell a rapper to rap in the camera, he doesn't go, and rap around the camera. He gets into the camera, and that's what we want dancers to do. Go to the camera, feel comfortable about what you're doing.
How do you practice that?
Well, I think it's in class. I mean, you can take this is an exercise we do sometimes in class. We'll take a generic 4/8 counts of choreography, and you play 4 different songs. And maybe the musicality isn't amazing, or maybe the whatever, but the exercise is hear that song and dance the simple moves.
Match the emotion of the song.
And it gives them, like, they have to think for themselves. Because a lot of times in shows like that, they have to pick their solo music. They have to tell an emotional, like, I'm dancing for my life, and you have to believe it. And I think sometimes that will help them get to the next level.
When you can tell the story of the song through your movement, it's brilliant. It comes across as so honest and not fake. And that's what she's getting across. When you play 4 different songs and you look different doing the same steps and you look different each time, well, then you're doing your job as a dancer.